Aries, for you, I am hearing don't piss the prophet off. Don't piss the prophet off. So you could be a prophet or a prophetess, and because I heard that, I'm gonna get you a message from the ancestors, the Book of Doors divination deck. I'm hearing King Tutman, Aries. So somebody has awakened your ancestors. They done pissed you off so bad, Aries, or sent some type of spiritual attack towards you. You 44 seconds could not have even recognized somebody was attacking you at the degree that they were. And they have pissed off your ancestors. Cause you ignoring this motherfucker. You really don't give a F. You see what I'm saying, Aries? You could be affiliated with a Virgo because Virgo reading was titled What the F? So that reading could resonate with you, Aries. Eternal Believer 1111 is my cash app. If you are interested in donating to my channel, Aries, if you are interested in booking a personal reading, Aries, you will find my email in my description box. Don't piss the prophets off, Aries. That's giving me biblically when you study about the anguish of the prophet, we'll select a card from the right side, Aries 133. Somebody could have tried to cause some type of mental distress or anguish towards a prophet or a prophetess here. Somebody is a psychic medium, Aries, or this is you, or just someone who is extremely loving and kind. Somebody who possibly doesn't even know that they are a prophet or a prophetess to be, and your ancestors are protecting you so that you can come into your purpose calling fully, so that you may save the generational bloodline from being cursed in some said format, Aries. Somebody done pissed 213 off the prophet, Aries. You could be affiliated with an Aquarius or have Aquarian placements in your birth chart. Holy Spirit, hold on, let me have a message for Aries 222. Don't piss the prophet off. I don't know, Aries. Be sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell 233 so that you may receive each and every reading that I upload. Okay, angels and so spirit guides, give me a clarity message for Aries. Let me have a letter for Aries. Thank you. Okay, Aries. Tepi Ani On is your netter. So, Aries, we will be reading from that netter. Let me pull the information up on this netter, okay? Because your ancestors have a message for you directly. They got a message for your haters too, okay? Is what I just heard, Aries. Come from the family of New. Okay, that's on this page. Okay, Aries, thank you for your patience. Aries, you could be dealing with a Taurus or a Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the prophet energy. So you could have Sagittarian placements in your birth chart, Aries. And you extremely patient because you want to know exactly what your ancestors have to say. The family of 8 primordials, Aries. Okay. Night. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Something could occur at night or has occurred at night. Your ancestors could have discovered some type of hidden information at nighttime. That's Virgo energy, the Hermit energy, which is discovery. So you could be affiliated with a Virgo, or you could just be focused on something. Okay, Aries. New is the number one, the first impulse of creation that brought everything into existence. The worlds, the Neteru, and the human race. The 3 undulating lines in this hieroglyphic name represent this primary energy in the form of waves. As you can see, that looks like Aquarian energy. So you could be an Aquarius rising, You could even be an Aquarius sun here cross watching and have Aries midheaven. Something of that sort, Aries. The three undulating lines in this hieroglyphic name represent this primary energy in the form of waves. For the ancient Egyptian, Nu was conceived to be the primordial water, the deep and boundless watery mass of energy in the sky. Could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. The terrestrial counterpart of this ocean was the Nile River. Let me reread that. The terrestrial counterpart of this ocean was the River Nile, itself symbolic of the fluidic astral current necessary for all the magical and spiritual work. The terrestrial counterpart of this ocean was the River Nile, itself symbolic of the fluidic astral current necessary for all magical and spiritual work. Don't piss the prophet or the prophetess off, Aries, okay? Somebody did not recognize you are gifted here, is what I'm perceiving from this. The three vases above the sign for the sky, Pet, are the containers of the energy above the sky, that which is above. But the vases are not only the containers of the energy, they are also the energy that is contained. I'm hearing consuming fire. Here's my heart, 633. Because you have a light, a fire within you, Aries, that you are consuming so that you can utilize this alchemy, 644, at a said time. Could be why I'm hearing don't piss off the prophet. Somebody does not know the light that you hold. Somebody cannot recognize, Aries, or your cross watcher, that you are God's chosen being. You are God's, it's like you are God's only begotten son. Could be dealing with a Leo, or have a Leo cross watcher, or have a Leo child, or have Leo placements in your birth chart, Aries. The energy above is identical with the energy below. Could be dealing with a twin flame, Aries, or a Capricorn. Nu is both of the origin and the end of creation. He is the totality. I'm hearing Glory to the Lamb by Jeffrey Golden, 733, Aries. You might need to listen to that gospel song, as well as that song Consuming Fire. I think it's by The Altar, Consuming Fire. I don't know, I have to look it up and post the artist in the reading for you. The concept of the number one is far removed from our Western way of thinking. The concept of the number one is far removed from our Western way of thinking, which considers one to be the beginning of progression. The Egyptians used no zero. The poison of the zero did not even exist. Interesting, because I was having a conversation with my children one day, and I was like, if zero is the beginning point and 1 through 9 is the numerical system, how do you measure zero? 833. So that tells me somebody is omnipotent and omnipresent. Someone is balanced in their light and dark side. Somebody is recognizing how throat chakra, somebody upset, how other nation tribes have tried to tap in certain bloodlines and create poison, zero, because it said this concept of the number one is far removed from our Western way of thinking, which considers one to be the beginning of a progression. Somebody upset. The Egyptians used no zero. The poison, and they have poison in quotation marks here, collective. Ooh, somebody upset. Y'all see poison in quotation marks. Of the zero did not even exist. The number one was the origin, though. The totality, the number one was the origin, the totality, and the possibility of every creation. We might also note that in Greco-Roman culture, there was a reversal of masculine and feminine polarities, because the orientation of the society changed from being matriarchal to patriarchal. So somebody here in your energy, Aries, wants to control you, wants to control your bloodline, your ancestral inheritance. Somebody is recognizing, I'm hearing that God is a woman. Okay. Aries, somebody is recognizing that God is using you and you are a female to tear down these I'm not gonna say men's ego, but their ego of believing that they have the right to rule or lead a woman when we are individuals and we are all gifted with our own intelligence by way of the Holy Spirit, by way of Tepi Ani Un. So Aries, somebody around you could be men of other nations and tribes are coming up against you and they are not powerful enough because your ancestors are meeting them at the door. They could even be to the point because I heard King Tut resurrecting and taking things from these people in a spiritual way. Paranormal things are occurring to these people because they are antagonizing you silently. And some said, Mount Aries, and God is, as we are speaking, reversing the curse, sending their energy back to them, Aries. Somebody around you done pissed off the prophet. Somebody done effed up. As a consequence, the earth became female, Gaia, instead of Gael, and the heavens became male. Nut was replaced by Uranus. Also, the moon associated in Egypt with the male gods Khonshu and Tehuti became identified with the Greek Artemis and the Roman Diana. Archangel Michael is here for you because I'm hearing Dirty Diana from that for Michael Jackson. So your last name could be Jackson, Johnson. You could know somebody named Jonathan, Jimmy, Jeshua. Okay. The presence of the Holy Spirit, Jeshua, Yeshua, Jesus. Okay. For the Egyptian mentality, at least in pre-dynastic times when the primordials originated, the concept of spirit being opposite to matter was not even considered. So somebody tried to separate you from your truth, Aries. Somebody tried to make you believe you are not who you are, and your ancestors have come down to protect you, to fight for you, as well as help you to be confident in your being and in your knowing and into the inheritance that they have gifted you with and left behind for you so that you may continue on the bloodline of healing, abundance, prosperity, and truth. Okay. Heaven and earth agrees with you, Aries. You could like to work with the element of wood, so incense, Aries, or Palo Santo. Okay, Aries. There was only a difference of subtlety and vibration, meaning, Aries, you had the ability to discern when your energy is being entangled with somebody else's energy. You could okay, I about to say represent. You could recognize, Aries, when somebody is trying to earn a seed, you can tell the difference. You can go in the room and read the energy. This is not utilizing tarot cards because it said there was only a difference of subtlety and vibration, meaning you could pick up on any vibe, you could see any lie, you could discern purity and truth. You can tell when somebody is genuine. Okay, represent almost came out. So you could be making phone calls and have to speak to a representative. Aries, you yourself could be the representative that someone is needing to connect or converse with. Aries, you could be a banker or work in telecommunications, something of that sort. Aries, you could be the representation 1422 of your bloodline who will carry out the lineages inheritance in some said manner. So you could be the first millionaire in your 1433 in your family, Aries, or this is your cross watcher, or this could be what you will be leaving behind for your children. So you could be the first one in your family to start a different type of business that your family would have never consider doing something of that sort. Aries, you could be an Eastern Star or a Mason. Aries, your ancestors here, they on the ground for you. There was no duality, but rather a great unity in which different levels of being were defined as the various differentiations of the primary energy. I just said, Aries, you could have men in your energy who are pissed that you are recognizing you do not need them to lead you. Your father could have taught you, Aries, that you don't need a man to validate you. 522, 1522 Aries. So 522 could be dealing with a Taurus, a Leo, somebody want to keep you in low vibration. Somebody wants you to honor men versus God, Aries 1533, and it ain't going. Your parents could have graced you with the confidence and the love. One of your parents, Aries, if not both, the wisdom and understanding that true love comes from the holy divine, from God, and you have to unlock that love within the self in order to be loving to someone else. So Aries, you could have men who are bitter, who have not really had a good relationship with their mothers, but they learned skills through going to school, work, things of that nature, and they built themselves a business and they controlled a women. Aries, you could have been a woman that could not be controlled. 1622, because you walk in the essence of the Holy Spirit. So you can see when a man feels insecure, Aries, or when a woman feels insecure and she's in 1633 masculine energy, or even in feminine energy and has the lack of knowledge how to embrace her masculinity and provide for her family herself, 1644, or just build her own businesses. You are paying attention to this, Aries, and God has, because you rule our third eye crown chakra, is protecting your third eye as well as heightening your intuitive abilities so that you may be able to discern these insecurities in people so that you may avoid these chaos at all costs and stay on your mission and build your business while simultaneously setting boundaries and limits and nailing their ass to the cross. 1717 88 God karma will pull up. 1722 and King Tut and your ancestors gonna get up from the dirt. Tell them don't piss the prophetess off, Aries. I don't know who tried, man. It wasn't safe. Okay. In the gods of the Egyptian, Budge notes that Nu was frequently identified with Pet, the sky, with the heaven above it. So you could receive downloads, divinatory practices through the clouds, Aries 1755, meaning you're able to see God's face, hear exactly what God is saying through the divination practices of reading the clouds, discernment, Aries. This is you or your children. Something of that sort. And then this very thing materialized because it already told y'all as above, so below. Above is the identical with the energy below. Okay. So Aries, somebody here cannot put their hands on you, speak bad on you. None of the above, Aries or your cross watcher. Or the 1833, the heavens gonna open up, the sky's gonna open up, the weather gonna begin to become distorted. It will be paranormal activity, Aries. If these people think that 1844, they can discourage you with their obscurities, okay? It will be hell to pay, is what I'm hearing, Aries. Do not piss off the prophet or the prophetess. Okay, Aries? They have been clearly warned on multiple occasions. And then God gonna pull up and it gonna be a revelation. Okay, Aries. Let me go back. In the gods of the Egyptian, Budge notes that Nu was frequently identified with Pet, the sky, and with the heaven above it. So you are able to receive messages from your pets, even. Animal whisperer, Aries. Also described as the female counterpart of Jeb, although he originally represented the watery mass that was supposed to exist between the two. Somebody could have tried to come between your actual marriage, Aries. Somebody could have broke you and your counterpart up and your ancestors are destroying and disrupting every relationship that they get in with somebody else, or they are forcing these people to see you co-parent with this person and see that love and the equality between y'all is there because there have been a level of maturity, as well as somebody could just possibly see that you get along well with men and women, but you have 2022 a better relationship with men. So a lot of women could possibly feel threatened because they ass don't know shit. They have not awakened their masculine energy, have not built the business provided. So 2033, when you have conversation with certain men, their women feel threatened. Aries, tell their ass to tighten up, bitch. Read a book. That way, say do more than 2044. Lay on your back and cook. Say hell, men fucking cook. That way. Somebody getting got, Aries. They are. The name new has been translated as abyss and deep. Definitely dealing with a Scorpio. And has also been suggested to mean young. Somebody hates that you're aging backwards, Aries, or a cross watcher, which signifies the primordial matter takes its characteristics from new. So you look extremely young and beautiful at the same token. So this could be older women who are jealous and envious of you, Aries, and they having a hard fucking time because they didn't do what you do in your time span at the age you are. So they envy you. They're jealous of you. This could even be women who are your age. These bitches jealous, Aries, or a cross watcher. The name pet is important in the hieroglyphic for new, being the spiritual principle the name pet is important in the hieroglyphic for new, being the spiritual principle within the inert mass of watery matter from which the world was created. Pet also signifies the subtle bodies, the ka, ba, and hadij, the invisible connections between the physical and spiritual essence. Somebody is mad that you can read energy. You can read and hear and feel and discern from the unseen. Aries, so you could even probably read tea leaves, coffee grains. You could read energy from 2222 Palo Santo, incense, things of that nature. In the spirit, there is unlimited possibility. See what I'm saying? In manifestation, there is an infinite quality that can be inseminated and developed. Somebody is also upset that you believe in magic, Aries, because you can see the magic working. You can see it materializing. And 2244, you go into your belief that the magic will work in a childlike state. You understand what I'm saying, Aries? So it's something you doing, Aries, that is creating some type of shift, change. And these people who have not risen their vibration or elevated their vibration, learn anything outside of church, high school, and just repeated the same cycles as their parents, Aries, they are now learning that they have 23, 22 more growing to do, as well as they're learning why they are suffering and said consequences because they have not created any type of change. Unlock their chakra systems. 2333. N, the letter N here. Let me show it to y'all, Aries. N. So your children's name could begin with the letter N. Or you could have the letter N in your name, Aries. N is the sign of hieroglyphic representing energy, and Nu is the netter who unites this cosmic energy to the terrestrial. Nu is the principle necessary to accomplish the operation of transformation. The colors associated with Nu are blue, white, and black, and in the card they form a spiritual motion that can be both centripetal, and centrifugal. Okay, centripetal and centrifugal, both implosive and explosive. I already said the song Consuming Fire 2422. Do not piss the prophetess off. You are balanced in your light and dark. They do not know the gifts that you have been gifted with. Hence being why they are envious of the fact that you can see God in the clouds, hear God. You are an animal whisperer. You read tea leaves. You probably deliver messages through prophecy or receive messages through music, which is the ability of clairaudience. Somebody pissed out Aries. Tell them they better not put their hands on you because God gonna Open up the heavens. Period. Black represents the phase of origin, the beginning of the great work of the alchemist. It is an inert state, the chaos from which the primordial water was derived. So people that's sitting in their old emotions, hating on you, casting that shit out to you, you're gonna take that same muddy water, create floods. You're gonna wipe away their old motherfucking shit. Then you're gonna burn it down with your magic wand and build some new shit. Okay, Aries? And they still gonna be fucking mad. 25, 22, some of their ass might be out of here that way. Say, cause hell, they that angry, the mother earth will just turn the motherfucking earth on over and carry their ass on. Meet they maker so they can get a new vessel. Might be a fucking cat this time around instead of a human hell. Might not meet the quantum leap shift. Aries, somebody fucking with the right wrong one. You don't piss the prophetess off. Tell these bitches what they want to be in their next lifetime. Oh, okay, crickets, bitch. Say they could be a fucking cricket. Say, cause crickets do make music. 2555. I was saying crickets cause silence. Bitch ain't got shit to say. Crickets, 2600. But tell they could be a fucking cricket, though. That way. And telling you to feed their ass to the fish when you go fish. Still dead, little bitch. Could be dealing with a Pisces, Aries. Blue is the color of Venus, of the netter head hurt, meaning the attraction and cohesion necessary in every work of creation. White is the mercurial watery state of metamorphosis. The esoteric name of Newton nut is night. So tell these bitches, nighttime is your best time, 2633. Or first break of dawn. Either way, you'll get it on. Divinatory meaning, the beginning and the end. Telling Aries 2644, glory to the Lamb. They need to go listen to that because you are God's lamb. And Aries, you are the lamb, the ram in 2655 in tarot in the zodiac. The beginning and the end, divinatory meaning, the beginning of a potent transformation with far-reaching possibilities. Telling Aries they ain't gonna be able to stop what God doing for you or with you. Do not piss off the prophet or the prophetess. And this is your current channel energy reading, Aries. Shalom, Ashe. A message from your ancestors. They want you to know you are protected day in and day out. I love you guys. Have a great day. Or this is your cross watcher, Aries.